had a great weekend keeping cool and hydrated. I watched Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark for the first time, starring the talented Harrison Ford, Karen Allen, and Paul Freeman, and is directed by Steven Spielberg, and the story is by George Lucas, who have created the most iconic movies of all time. I could go on with my favorite list, but I have to narrow it down to my top 4. Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Transformers, and Howard the Duck. I love Howard the Duck. Being an adventurer in the 1930s was a popular time, whether it's exploring and finding the treasures in ancient Egypt at the Valley of the Kings, or sailing to the South Pacific to Skull Island seeking existence of creatures. Archaeologist and adventurer Indiana Jones is hired by the US government to find the legendary Ark of the Covenant, and is unfortunately up against the Nazi regime that also want the power of the Ark. The opening of the movie scene was awesome when he was in South America, traveling with 2 locals, and one of them betrayed him. But he whips the gun off his hands, entered the ancient cave dealing with booby traps, and was carefully trying to take the golden artifact, puts the bag of sand, but it didn't work. The other guy screws him over, he is all by himself, runs and escapes from that large rolling stone, but he gets caught by Belloc and the Jovito tribe. Jones, who carefully makes a dashing move, runs from the Jovito tribe onto the plane. I do have to say, y'all, Indiana Jones knows how to escape in style. This introduces us to who Indiana Jones is. We know that he's an adventurer, expeditioner who seeks the most rare relics in the world and is willing to take dangerous risks in caves, deal with crazy animals, snakes, just to have it in his collection, or being famous for discovering it and bringing it to the museum. That's his passion for archaeology.
Well, you just pick it up already.
2 US Army intelligence appear at the college where Jones teaches at, inform him that the Nazis know that Ravenwood is a leading expert on ancient city of Tanis in Egypt and is the possession of the headpiece of the ancient Egyptian artifact known as the Staff of Ra. Jones mentions to the agents that the Nazis are searching for the Ark of the Covenant, believing it will grant their army's invincibility. The agents authorize Jones to recover the Ark ASAP. Jones travels to Nepal to discover that Ravenwood has since died and the headpiece is in the possession of his daughter, Maria. This movie is so good, very entertaining. I was so drawn to each scene. I was really excited to see what was next. My favorite scene, sorry guys, spoiler alert, was when Jones and the team found the Ark of the Covenant, and as they were digging above them, in the sky you can see thunder and lightning like a biblical moment. Something has been released from opening the seal. Never underestimate the power of the Ark. Harrison Ford was awesome as Indiana Jones, very funny, although he can't stand snakes.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Asps. Very dangerous. You go first.
He knew how to get out of crazy situations and had some serious survival skills. Personally, I wouldn't mind having Indiana Jones as an uncle. You know, if I'm feeling bored, I could just go hang out with my uncle and explore and find some really cool artifacts. The chemistry Jones and Miriam had was so funny in the beginning. At first, it was rough, you know, she was a brawler, but they became close and so cute together. And I do have to say this, Paul Freeman's character as Belloc was awesome. He played a really good villain. He was so obsessed with getting the Ark, ignoring the outcomes of opening the Ark.
Something that man was not meant to disturb.
He should have known better. He was warned. Now the Ark of the Covenant is safe and is with top men. Top men. For the first time seeing this movie, I loved it. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of the best well-made films I've seen. Amazing cast, one of the best movies with adventure, action, history, and a little comedy. I heard they're working on another Indiana Jones movie in 2022, and it will be directed by James Mangold, who was producer of Call of the Wild and the movie 3:10 to Yuma. I'm looking forward to the next Indiana adventure. If you guys haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's so good. And if you've seen all of the Indiana Jones movies, what is your favorite scene? Comment below, I would love to know. I'm your host, Ainika Chung, and I'll see y'all next time on my next music or film review. Later guys, love yourself always, and if you have any suggestions of other movies or music I should check out, please comment below. Alright guys, see you next time, cheers!